Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Sian and today I've got for you a no-buy check-in just to kind of let you know how I'm doing with my no-buy year. Obviously lockdown has made it harder and easier almost in equal measure. I know I said this in one of my previous videos. It's easier for me because I've literally had no income. That's a completely different story, but thought I would get the self-employed grant and found out like a month ago that I didn't, so I'm now waiting for Universal Credit to come in, which they can't backdate. Hooray! So that has made life very, very easy in terms of not buying things because I haven't had any funds to buy stuff with. So there has definitely been well, I don't know, I think I've kind of carried on along the same sort of thread that I started with at the beginning of the year in terms of really thinking about purchases. One thing I discovered in May, end of April, was Amazon wish lists, which I've had for years. I always use them for my family to tell them what I want for my birthday, for Christmas. Always have stuff on a list. Mainly it's books. I think that's the thing I've struggled with. And as most of you know, if you watched my first video as like my reasons for going into a no-buy year, it is because I spend a lot of money on books. They are my nemesis. I love reading. There's a giant pile next to my bed ready to be read. That did go down massively until I raided books from around the house. When lockdown happened and libraries shut, I was suddenly really finding it difficult to find things to read. So Amazon wish lists basically meant that people who wanted to help out or people who just felt like doing a kind thing would buy me a book, which was amazing. It really blew my mind just how kind people can be and how grateful I was to people for just thinking, oh, I know, I've got so much money right now, I can spend $4.99 on a book for somebody who can't right now. And I know that when I do have money again, I will certainly add in and buy things for other people's or from other people's Amazon wish lists for them, because I'm incredibly grateful to the people who gave me things that I wouldn't have otherwise had, largely books, and the books are brilliant ones that I really can't wait to read. I might have bought possibly 2 books since March, but by this time last year I was probably buying 6, 7, 8 books a month, so it's down massively on what I would normally buy. I guess I have kind of broken the no buy year thing in buying 2 books, but I can't get books from many places right now, and I also can't rely on the kindness of strangers all the time, so I have bought a couple of my own books, and that's fine, I'm okay with that. And I haven't bought any clothes, anything like that. I don't often. I did buy the children a summer cap each because I don't know what happens to caps. They go missing every single year. My son's went missing last year and hasn't shown up. He must have like 8 caps hiding in a cap hiding spot. So I did buy the kids 2 caps, or 1 cap each, because they both need caps. They need to protect their heads from the sun. But the kids weren't really included in my no-buy year. That's just things for me. So I haven't bought myself any clothes, any makeup. I did buy some cleanser the other day because I'd run out. So it's not something new, it was something that I would normally use. I have used it up. So I did buy some cleanser. And other than that, I haven't really spent much money. I certainly haven't spent more than £20 to £30 on myself in the last 3 months, which I guess is kind of indicative of how little money has been coming in. But I've been spending less on food because we're getting 1 family shop a week. It had been like 1 every 2 to 3 weeks, and now it's 1 a week, and we're meal planning, which is making a huge difference to us. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. It makes my life feel far more organised, far more structured. Maybe if you want a video on meal planning, then let me know and I can probably do that. That would be quite nice to kind of give what I've learned so far about meal planning and just how much it can change. And obviously you don't have to stick to that meal plan. Like if you don't feel like it that day, you can do something else if you have it in the freezer. And most things, you know, you can rustle something up. We're definitely spoilt in that we don't live anywhere near kind of takeaway or anything like that, so we can't just like nip out and get a Chinese takeaway or a burger or a pizza. It all has to generally be made at home. I have started making my own pizzas every Friday. I've kind of made a rod for my own back there because the kids love them and I love them too, and I don't like pizzas, but they're so light and kind of, they're not oily in any way, shape or form. In fact, I don't put any oil on them, so they are just beautiful. So now every Friday is Pizza Friday. So it takes a little bit of effort, but actually it's worth it for what it tastes like. So we are lucky in that we don't have kind of takeaways. Obviously, well, I never went to coffee shops before, but they're not open at the moment. So there's nowhere really I can spend my money apart from online. Now, one thing we have done, and I haven't really mentioned it on YouTube or anywhere, just in case it didn't happen, I'm going to risk it now. We are getting a dog. We've wanted a dog for a really, really long time, like 4 years-ish we've been researching dogs, and we're finally getting a dog. So obviously when it comes to no buy, we had to buy things for the dog. We have saved a lot of money being in lockdown, not running 2 cars. My husband doesn't have to commute to work at the moment, so we'd saved quite a lot of money, so that has basically gone on the dog. He's a rescue dog, he's not a puppy. We have saved wherever we can, so his crate is from some friends who didn't need their crate anymore, so they sold it us for a tenner. I don't know how much it cost, but it's a good crate. So we have saved money wherever we can, and family members have bought us things for the dog. The dog has its own wish list. The dog doesn't know about this. We haven't actually met the dog yet, but hopefully he should be with us in a week to 2 weeks. Yeah, we don't know for definite yet, but hopefully it won't be very long. So the dog has definitely put paid to some of the no buy, although I can probably say I didn't buy the stuff for me. So my no buy year was all about not buying me things and not kind of splashing out on things I didn't need. And a dog is something we have been looking at for such a long time, and it's not buying stuff for myself, although I do really like the dog's blanket. I might have to do a video actually about like what we've bought for a new dog, not a puppy, because I couldn't deal with a puppy right now. There's so much going on. The kids are at home doing homeschool, so much to do without a puppy added into the mix as well. So I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. I haven't spent very much at all, certainly not in the last month. I've been doing really well at not buying myself stuff, and I really have got into a really good mindset of just thinking, hang on, do I need it? And I thought I was quite good before, but clearly I wasn't that good, because I have bought, you know, I used to buy so many books and I didn't need those books. I definitely could have got them from the library. I obviously can't right now, but I hope that the library will be able to open soon, because I know they've got like a list of books waiting for me, and I've also got some to take back, so I'm really hoping that soon the library will be open and I can run back with arms open wide. Yes, hello library, you smell so good. Anyway, I'm talking about book smell now, so I've possibly gone on a little too far. Please let me know how your no buy year is going. I love hearing other people's stories, also about how lockdown has impacted on it, because I know to start with, in the beginning of lockdown, I was like, I must buy all the things, and that was clearly just some kind of stress reaction. I didn't buy all the things, but it's definitely what I felt like I wanted to do, and it took quite a lot of holding myself back to not buy stuff. So let me know how that has impacted on your no buy year. Right, I'll see you again soon. Alright, bye.